Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
That's right. Remember, what is Eliances? Well, it's the place where entrepreneurs align, and our show is all about heroes, ones that are making a difference, entertaining others, providing and helping the community. We just had the co-founder of Barnana Health Banana Stacks. That's in thousands of stores. You can reach him at Eliances.com. Later on, we're going to have the former pro football player for Patriots, Bears, and many others. Wait till you hear what he's doing now, Dwayne Lewis. And before we get started with our next hero, thank you for the feedback that we continue to get by having the former president of Telemundo on, so please keep that feedback coming. And also the CEO of IKEA, both power-packed women in business. Well, let's talk about our next hero. She's an Emmy Award-winning on-camera personality known for her decades of dominance in the fields of hosting and reporting for shows like Entertainment Tonight and Extra. Join us now with Leeza Gibbons, who could be reached at Leezagibbons.com. That's LeezaGibbons.com. Now, Leeza, we're super excited to have you on our show. In fact, you're an icon in the TV industry. Looking back on your time, though, with Entertainment Tonight, what was maybe one of the things that you learned there that has really carried to what you're doing today?
I'm super excited to be on the show with you. That time in my life was such a learning laboratory. I'm a kid from South Carolina who had dreams much bigger than my small town. And, I went from the land of grits to the land of glitz in L.A. and ended up working for this incredible show that gave me a real passport to the world. What I learned, though, was nothing about celebrity or about entertainment. I learned a lot about business. I learned a lot about collaboration. I learned a lot about the value of your reputation and how, that's your equity in life. And it was just one of the best times that I had professionally.
And Leeza, you've been on TV for a long time, many hours and stuff on TV. How surreal was it, though, like the first time when you saw yourself on TV?
I still can't quite get over it. I'm lucky that, I've been professionally busy, and I've had wonderful opportunities. So there hasn't been a lot of time to beat myself up, which I think is probably a good note for all of us, and not to imagine that everybody else has, got it more together than you or better than you. Our journey is our journey, and our experiences and our times at bat, help us grow past our own limits, which are uniquely our own. This year I'm the new host of the Rose Parade. Well, that's something that I didn't really have in my back pocket. I'm certainly prepared to do live television and event television, but, this is like an institution. It's TV comfort food. It's been around almost 130 years, and so a chance for me to keep growing and make sure that I'm worthy of the opportunities that I'm getting.
In fact, you've done many other things. In fact, you were the winner of Celebrity Apprentice in the final season in which Donald Trump was the host. Now, what was that experience like being on Celebrity Apprentice? Clearly something you've never done before.
That's a show that, if anybody had watched it, all about the chaos, all about the drama. I have a PhD in drama avoidance. It's just not my scene. But what I had going into that show, and the reason why I emerged victorious, I had a burning desire. That's all any of us ever needs to create whatever our vision of success is. And what I wanted to do was get to the finish line so that I could bring attention to the challenge that family caregivers have. I started a nonprofit back in 2003, and we help the family members, the husbands, wives, sons, daughters, and friends, the partners, who are taking care of someone they love who's sick or dying. In my case, it was my mother's Alzheimer's, my grandmother's Alzheimer's. So I wanted to get the prize money, get the platform for attention to bring a focus on that. So it kept me really in my own lane, and I realized that even a show as competitive and cutthroat as that, and a lot of people are in businesses like that, you really don't have to sabotage anyone else on the way to your success. You don't have to trip someone else up so that you win, and if you do that, I don't think it's even a victory.
I love it. And that is such, I mean, what you did by investing into, in fact, your hometown of Columbia, South Carolina, opening the nonprofit, again, Leeza's Care Connection. I mean, that's because it's like, it's that secret of so many things that go on in the home that people don't know about, of helping to care for someone who may have a disability or elderly.
Well, and, when you are going along with your life and someone you love gets a diagnosis, it doesn't matter how smart you are, how much money you may have, how many resources you may have access to. You're suddenly kind of just trapped in this feeling of being very isolated and having a lot of fear. So we help people answer the question, now what? Now what do you do? How do you get on with it? How do you hang on to yourself while you're maybe having to let go of someone that you love? So we offer strategies and solutions to those family members so that they can survive a very difficult path.
Fantastic, fantastic. And you're listening to the Eliances Heroes radio show with me, David Kogan. Be a hero. Go to our Entrepreneurs Align. Be part of the community, Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. And we have the famous Leeza Gibbons, who could be reached at LeezaGibbons.com. That's LeezaGibbons.com. And, of course, we'll have the link on our website, Eliances.com, Eliances.com. Now, Leeza, you've done so much more. You're also an author. Your books include the New York Times bestseller, Take Two, Your Guide to Happy Endings and New Beginnings. Also, Fierce Optimism, 7 Secrets for Playing Nice and Winning Big. #1 best-selling. What are one or two of those secrets from Fierce Optimism that you could share with us now?
I truly believe that in business, in life, in relationships, that optimism is the driver of success. And it's not just, positive thinking or being, all sunshiny. It's not rainbows and butterflies. Optimism really is a mental competence that ties you to your ability to find answers and solutions. So when you are optimistic, your brain actually works in a different way that allows you to get to those solutions faster. So you're going to fail like everybody, but an optimist can reset and can bounce back and fight back more quickly than the negative thinkers. And when you're optimistic, you have what I call the Tigger factor. If you think about Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, Tigger was his own party. People really liked to be around Tigger. So I always think of that visual as just bouncing back again from whatever is in your path. So the optimism just is a way for us to cope with the unpredictability of our life and motivates us to keep trying, which I think is the greatest attribute we can have.
And Leeza, you're a mom, you're an entrepreneur, but what do you feel is the best way to inspire children to create a successful life of happiness and purpose without selling out or giving in, like you've been so successful at what you've done?
I've got 3 adult children that are wildly different, but what they each have is this notion of what I call more, more meaning, looking for more connections, more ways to share. And when something comes into their lives that either they created or attracted or just fell into the path that's difficult, they look for more ways to get around it. And I think that does tie back to that resilience. We become resilient by not being afraid to fail. And successful people aren't afraid of change. They find a way to change the fear rather than to be fearful of the change, because every day something is changing. We hope we're changing. We hope we're growing. No day is the same, and so you have to learn how do you invite that change into your life and say, okay, what are you here to teach me today? And just not be afraid of it, to know that you want that fear. Everyone talks about what fear stands for, and for me it stands for facing everything and rising.
Absolutely. Well, Leeza, you definitely invite that change. You've been in our living rooms and my living room for many years, TV for years because of the TV. A true icon in entertainment media and doing good while spreading messages of happiness and success. That's a hero. Leeza Gibbons. This has been David Kogan with Eliances, and when we return, the former pro football player, Dwayne Lewis.